And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Allison welcomes a guest. She's an author and host of the hit podcast, Gee Thanks, Just Bought It. It's Caroline Moss. And she's a comedian, actress, singer, and podcaster who recently had a baby boy, which means that pink might be for girls, but pank is for everyone. It's Jackie Johnson. Tone Zone is here to invite everyone to join his new social network, which right now is just a shared file on his Notes app. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Allison Rosen.
Allison Rosen. Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison with her the good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little cashew-based ice creams. It's me, Allison. Welcome to another exciting episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon by Jess Flowers. We are in person. We are in the studio. It is a very rare rainy day in Los Angeles. Very wet. We had to bring out our umbrellas. It might cause us to get into some umbrella discourse. I did write down umbrellas on my notepad. Anything could happen.
Ooh.
Very, very excited for this show. Yes, I am on Patreon. Bonus episodes of The Friend Zone. That is my Patreon podcast. Recently put up a very deep dive with one of today's guests, Jackie Johnson. All sorts of exclusives about her entire birth process. And the feedback on that episode has been so strong. We held nothing back. That is just one of the many, many episodes that you can get if you are a Patreon subscriber. And also, there's a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. You can get videos of the Thursday shows when they're on Zoom. There's a lot of other video content, all sorts of stuff. Subscribe for a year, get 2 months free, patreon.com/Allison Rosen. Okay. I would like to say hello and welcome to my guest, Jackie Johnson. Hello.
I'm very wet and my nipples hurt.
Same. Caroline Moss.
I wanted Tony to make a sound effect of that. That's why I did it so clean.
Is that...
Oh, you mean it'll make a drop on it? I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I am wet because it is raining and my nipples hurt because I pumped on the way here.
I know. You showed up with a little container of your own breast milk.
Yes, and I said, can we keep this in your fridge? Real freaky like that.
Before you showed up, I told Elliot. So Elliot received a whoopee cushion. All day, Elliot's been all about the whoopee cushion that he had requested and that he knew was going to arrive.
He is in his whoopee cushion era. I can
Yes.
tell. He really is.
Yes. And then when he found out it was Jackie Johnson who was arriving, he's said your name like 300 times.
You know, he
was
didn't
so
seem that excited to see me, but I know he's just shy
He's
because
shy.
I'm so cool.
Starstruck,
Yes.
some might say.
Yeah.
Does
Yes.
he know that I have birthed a child?
Oh my God.
Would
Yes.
that blow his mind
Who
to see me in like the
doesn't know?
motherly way? That's all I got going on, Caroline.
He doesn't know.
He knows, but I don't know how much he knows. Like, I don't know how much he gets it.
Because sometimes kids think I'm a kid, and so when they find out I'm not a kid, they get really freaked out.
Well, like, I don't know how much he gets childbirth, you know? He hasn't listened to the Friends. He's not a Patreon
He hasn't listened to
subscriber.
the episode. Well,
No.
that's
Not-
his own fault then.
I know. And if he thinks that I'm going to let him have access without paying, he's got another thing coming.
That's right.
Yeah. No nepotism here.
No.
Caroline Moss, hello and welcome.
Hi, thank you. Happy to be here.
This is the first time I'm meeting you in person.
IRL, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We chatted for a good 45 seconds or so, and then
And then it's like, oh, wait,
yeah,
real life.
that's how much I felt like I already knew.
I know,
Like, 'cause-
same. I literally
yeah.
just walked into your house.
I know.
And I was like, hello.
because we're Zoom friends.
I know.
Yes.
And we're DM friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're social.
Did you get Caroline from me because we were friends first?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
Jackie's
good.
at the center of everything.
Special to both of us.
Everything.
And don't forget, I've had a
And
kid.
you've had a child. I know.
Caroline is so funny.
She's the best.
And her tweets are so good.
Yes.
Wow, thank you. Jackie's
I
my
love your Twitter.
personal high. Thank you so much.
Are you going to leave?
I'm not going to leave, but I'm not paying $20 to keep my check or $8. We can talk about that. But
When you said, are you going to leave? I was like, this show,
Yeah,
California,
Caroline
who's
told me she
going
was
where?
having a miserable time and wants to leave.
gotta
so I was
go.
just confirming.
I gotta
Wait,
leave.
when did she say that? Or was it just like through some kind of Morse code blinking?
Yes.
Jackie's had a child, so she can sort of like tell when I'm
Yes, I'm very
thinking
maternal now.
Yeah, she's very
Oh.
maternal now.
Would you like some milk?
I was going to take a
My
shot
nipples
from
hurt.
the stuff in your fridge. Yeah.
You're going to leave Twitter.
No, I'm not going to leave Twitter. I'm just not paying whatever money they're going to demand to keep my check.
But I'm confused. So if we don't, this is such elite bullshit. If we leave and we stay, but we
as
get the check
verified
mark, we take
people.
us checkies. They take up our check mark. Does that mean someone else could say they're me now?
Honestly, though, like who would actually? I will do a parody account of Jackie. I will do.
You're right. Who cares?
Good,
Jackie
quick
account.
save.
I don't think anyone's going to pretend to be me, but I also don't really want to
going
be.
to.
I don't want.
I'm gonna go. Everybody use this code. Everybody buy this candle.
That'll be a really good tweet. Everyone will be like,
God,
that definitely sounds like Caroline.
Everyone at this table has to pretend to be the person to their left.
The whole time.
Yeah, my nipples hurt.
See, that's hard.
I'm a mother.
I have like a normal. I have your normal husband.
That's
Yeah.
right.
sitting next to me.
I love to be mean to my producer.
This is fun. Make sure you introduce Tony because you forgot last time I was here.
She forgets every episode.
Yeah. I'll do that in 40 minutes. I'm me again. Okay. Real fast so that they feel they have the right to speak. Daniel, hello.
Hi.
Welcome. Good intro.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, so yeah, if I'm Tony on Twitter now, it's great because then I get to tweet about wrestling and Star Wars, and
I think the
I'm newly
O's-
back into wrestling, and
The O's in your name are little Santa heads. Are they yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
That's all you do. Tony.
I try to not tweet about wrestling too much because I know that's not for most people.
It's just that it really sticks in my mind.
That's fair. I really haven't been on Twitter too much.
I know
lately.
you don't.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any tweets coming
Yeah,
out of you.
I really
I'd
haven't
say.
been, and it's nothing. It's just
Because he's in love.
I've been being
He's too
present.
busy being sweet to his sweetie to tweet.
Tony, hello. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Tony and I did another show earlier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Double pod.
But that was stupid Zoom.
We did it on Zoom.
worst.
So we are multimedia today. Or we're monomedia and also in person. This is going nowhere.
Has anyone at this table? I get Tony. You definitely have because you're a touring rock star. But anyone else? Have you been in a super packed, crowded, giant room yet? Like
No.
Yes.
COVID.
No.
I was
I
just.
went to Harry Styles.
Oh, so yeah. Okay.
Twice I went to Harry Styles.
Was it so crazy?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, were
I
you having a
went
panic
in-
attack?
No.
And you didn't get COVID.
Allegedly, no. I didn't.
Caroline's one of the immunes. We've
I-
already discussed
Really?
this.
I have
think
to
she
tell
is.
you, my grandfather's sister, so my great aunt, went into the hospital with COVID in April 2020 at 98 years old.
Is she still there?
No, she just came, and then she came out 3 weeks later, and she's still fine. So my mom very early was like, "I think we've got it. I think we've got the genes." And I'm like, "Well,
Oh my god, I love how everyone has a theory on
Caroline's
how it
an
works.
immune. She hasn't gotten
I was
it
like,
still.
it was too early for her
Wait,
to say
isn't
that."
your family in medicine?
No.
Oh,
no.
you were going to go into medicine.
Yeah, I was pre-med because
Okay.
I wanted the jacket with my name on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm not good at
that's
math.
definitely.
But I have not gotten COVID
Oh my
yet.
God,
But
you
my
would have been such a good doctor.
I would have been like, I would have had really good like bedside
Yes.
manner, but like I wouldn't have like diagnosed correctly, and I probably would like kill a
Like,
few
would have been a
people along
terrible
the way.
doctor, but so
terrible
nice,
doctor, but like
well
fun.
liked.
Yeah, well liked.
Everyone will die happy.
Good ZocDoc reviews
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, but like, yeah, I have not had COVID yet. But no, the Harry Styles concert was nuts, and if I was going to get it, I assumed I was going to get it there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you just reference ZocDoc?
She did.
Yeah,
thought
I'm not
so.
getting paid, but
Yeah. Thanks for getting that goddamn commercial in my head. now.
hashtags.
I don't know what
get your
that
docs.
is.
Get your
Oh,
docs
me
in a row.
neither.
You don't know
the
what
commercial drives
ZocDoc
me
is?
insane.
Oh no, I know ZocDoc, but I don't
What
know the
is
commercial.
it?
Get your docs in a row.
Why don't I know
Is that the one you're thinking of, Tony?
Yes,
I don't
it's-
like being left out.
I don't.
So you know the saying, "Get your ducks in a row."
Yeah.
They say, "Get your docs in a row." Get
and
your
it's just
socks
this like
in a row.
terrible,
I don't know. I've never
annoying
seen
song.
it.
Yeah, it drives
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's like,
Can I guess it from just...
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
I don't
yes.
know what it is. I don't know what it is.
let
Okay.
me see if I can pull it up.
Wait.
No, I'm not gonna play
Okay,
it yet.
okay.
but-
Okay.
Are you just gonna? Are you just gonna?
I'm
do-
gonna
okay.
make one up.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
ZocDoc! Dad, get your stocks in a row. Yeah. How off am I?
I feel like that's better.
Yeah, that was not correct.
You want to try another one?
Is being very slow.
No, I don't want to overdo it.
Oh, well, Jackie.
If you
Mom.
keep this in the podcast, if you keep this part,
Allison doesn't
you
cut.
need to send an email to ZocDoc and be like, pay up.
Yeah,
we spent
I
like
know.
20 minutes
up,
talking
sweetie.
about you.
Yeah.
Do I need to sign up? Just kidding. I don't need to know anything about doctors.
Hang on, working on it.
Is this like a private doctor service or
No,
something?
it's like
Let's
an app.
not give it any more time.
It's like the
Doctor, but that sounds tricky. With ZocDoc, it's easy. You can even get picky.
Oh, this is better.
This is some free ad.
oh god,
It reminds me of Education
paused.
Connection. You know,
Education.
remember that?
Yeah,
like little
I do.
girl in the diner
It is
outfit.
very catchy.
But
Get
it's-
connected
It's
for free.
something in my like Hulu algorithm or something. It's like every fucking commercial
yeah,
break, and it
yeah.
drives
I
me
have
crazy.
never heard that.
I don't want to like steer the, but I've
It's
been
okay.
I've been waking up really early. Well, I actually always do
Caroline,
that
literally, I was breastfeeding. I would be up at like all hours of the night, and I would text Caroline, and she would answer me.
every time.
Yeah.
I'm like never asleep.
I don't know
do
how
sleep,
she's alive.
but I'm never asleep. But I at like 2:30 the other day, I was like awake, and I turned on like Lifetime because they had some movies going, and everything else was like the 700 Club. The commercials that they show at 2:30 in the morning on Lifetime
they're
are
cheap.
deranged. It's all Medicare and Medicaid, like old people.
Is it like people who need to
But wait,
calf?
why
Help,
would old
I'm
people be the
falling.
ones awake? I would think that
Because
they're
they're
asleep.
always awake. I don't know.
Yeah.
My
My
dad's
They're
awake
already
late
up
at
for the
night.
day.
He's
They're up
old.
for the day, like me. But one
Them
of
and
them
Mark
is
Wahlberg are up. You know.
a lot of commercials about like Medicare Part B or Part C, which is, now that I've seen so many commercials about it, not included in your regular Medicare benefits, but they're at no cost to you. They can be in your Medicare. And all the commercials are like absolutely no subtlety and absolutely like no read between the lines. It's just like an old couple screaming at each other, being like, Bob, you said you were going to call Medicare. And I was like,
Shut up, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, I was transfixed by it. Like I wanted to call Medicare and be like, do I get any, like, is there anything? I might not be old, but I do watch Lifetime at 2:30 in the morning. What do you got for me?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because it is like looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
You're never asleep. You do sleep, but you're never asleep.
I
But
don't-
and by the way, this is also like a Buddhist koan. Is that how you say it?
Buddhist Cohen, he performed in the in Little Italy.
Like what's the sound of one hand clapping? Like I don't sleep, but I'm never asleep. I mean, I sleep, but I'm never asleep. What am I? And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
your mother,
Yeah.
like one of those, a riddle, I guess is what they call that. But anyway, so like, when do you sleep?
I usually go to bed like 9-ish, and then I'll wake up for like 2 hours between like 1 and 3, and then like depending, I might go back to sleep till like 5:30, but sometimes I'm just awake.
Oh my God.
So wait,
Yeah,
that sounds like you don't get enough sleep.
I get it. I get it.
I'm not doing
for
math.
Me,
But how many hours is that?
I can operate like perfectly fine on like 4.5 hours.
That
You
is
should have been a
so
doctor. You should have been a bad
I
doctor.
know. I should have been like a lot of things, Allison, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I don't need a ton of sleep. My mom's the same exact way. She wakes up like 1 o'clock for the day.
I got 8 hours, 8 minutes of sleep, and I'm exhausted.
See, I will never look at my sleep stats. Jackie's showing me like her
ring
My
thing.
aura
graph.
ring.
Because like it will be like you're
It would all be
a
red.
moron. Yeah,
You'd
absolutely.
all be in the red. Honey,
think
I
yours
got
would say you're a
3
moron?
hours
Yeah, you're a
of
moron.
REM.
It would just like
Do you
idiot.
have
How much deep sleep do you get?
a lot. Off the chart. 36% of my sleep.
Wow.
I know. I really got my
I'm
sleep
like curious
down.
now. Like,
And I have
wanna
a
do, like,
4-month-old.
one night.
That's crazy.
Oh wait, did
What the
Jackie
fuck?
mention she has a baby?
Oh, really?
That she gave birth
That's
to.
why you seem so centered.
Yeah.
And your aura is so
What's it like being the
Okay.
first person to ever have a baby? Jackie?
Okay.
See, Ali Siegel, who has also been on the show, tweeted something about how her aura ring, that's what it's called, right? I was going to say Nuva ring. That doesn't give you
I get them
stats.
confused, and I've had some bad experiences.
Don't put the aura ring.
Yeah, I got pregnant.
But I'm sure people have made these jokes before, but like your Nuva ring should connect to an app and tell you things too.
I bet we're not that far from that.
Yeah.
I just think people might have an issue with putting a Bluetooth enabled
No.
device. No?
Nah.
No,
Give a few
Not
more
anymore.
years and it's
I
like,
put way worse things up there. My ex-husband.
about how it was stressing her out. 'Cause it
Yeah.
and that's my thing.
Definitely.
That,
I
like,
don't
it
want to
was-
know all that.
Yeah, because for a little while I was wearing a tracker, and then it was giving me info, and then I was like, "It is. This is actually."
I know, but it
I'm
helped
not
me.
doing.
But
Yeah,
it helped me get good sleep by figuring out what was wrong.
That wouldn't.
Yes.
That would not.
it
be
kind of just
my-
depends
How
on
did- what was
the
wrong?
kind of person you are.
Just
She had a baby.
sleep hygiene,
She had a baby.
looking at the screen too,
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
after whatever.
I
It's just
turned off my-
Finding your wake windows is extremely important. Like when you're supposed to go to bed and when you're supposed to wake up.
Yeah.
Do you
See,
have
maybe
your
I-
screen time count on too?
Yeah, but
I turned that off.
It's horrible.
I'm like, I don't need to know what I
Oh,
already
mine's
know.
really bad.
Which is
It's
that I'm on
horrifying.
the phone.
Well, we all work on our phones, so
Yeah.
it's not just
Yeah,
shooting
that's
shit.
that's it.
yeah, we're just so professional.
Yeah,
And
I'm a
numbers
workaholic.
reflect that. Yeah, exactly.
I can't
When Caroline's sending us links to candles, where do you think she's doing that from?
That is work, Jackie.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to know my work windows, wake windows, wake
Well,
work
I
windows.
used the wrong term. Wake window is actually about newborns because I have a baby.
Oh my
This is
God.
what time you're supposed to go to sleep. That's what I meant.
Oh,
How do you find that out?
The Aura Ring tells you after you. I don't work for Aura Ring, by the way. I just am a big fan of it. But after it tracks you for a few nights, it'll say your prime time to go to sleep is between 10 and 11 or 9:30 and 10.
Okay, but
And
I don't believe that because you can train yourself to go to bed anytime you want. I mean, I guess
No,
with a baby,
yes.
different.
No,
but,
no. Yes, same theory.
And if you want to take drugs to put yourself to sleep, your wake window could be anytime.
Yes, true. But this is a way to get your circadian rhythm in the optimal place for you to get the prime amount of sleep you need,
Wow.
which I have done.
That's fantastic.
8 hours, baby.
This is why
Pretty
I like
wild.
when it gets dark at 4 o'clock, because like when I'm going to bed at 9, which I also do during the summer, when it's light out, I feel a little bit more like an adult.
So some breaking news from a couple weeks ago. Tony, can you play we have like a breaking news song or something, right? Not breaking, but we have a news song.
We do. Wish I knew this was coming, because then I would have looked where it was.
Some producer.
Aren't you supposed to sort of like anticipate what's coming? Oh, that's really good.
It's the news with Allison. Allison Rosen is your best friend. Breaking news.
Now,
Pretty elaborate.
How great would it be if when there's breaking news on CNN,
They play that.
you came in?
Yeah.
That's it, and it's the only time you come in.
yeah, it'd be great.
Announce breaking news.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
You should do it for an election night.
Are we going
Yes.
to do Hanukkah together again this year?
I hope so.
Okay. On October 18th at 9:28 a.m., I received the following text message, and it made my day. Oh boy, do I have a shit story for you. This is from Jackie that I'm saving for your show. And then the poop emoji, an Allison Rosen exclusive. And then I said, OMG, all caps, cannot wait. You know I love an exclusive. And I have been
diarrhea, farts, butts. Yeah.
waiting ever since. Jackie, take it away.
I've been waiting too because I haven't shared this on Attribute.
Oh my God.
So this is an exclusive.
This is like a true exclusive.
No, it
I
is.
love it.
Okay.
Where do
You know
I even
love it.
begin?
I mean,
The beginning.
Yes.
I have to start with I just had a baby. I just had a baby. My hair is starting to really fall out. Postpartum hair loss is a thing. So my hair is falling out in clumps. I took a shower. My shower started backing up a little bit. And I thought, oh no, I clogged the shower drain with all of my hair loss. So we call the plumber. The plumber comes, snakes the drain, leaves. I take a shower in the next few days. I don't bathe every day, whatever. I'm in the shower. The water starts to rise. And for those who don't know, I own a mid-century home built in the 50s, and I have a beautiful pink shower that has original pink tile from the 50s. And everyone who knows me knows I love the color pink, and it was one of the selling points of the house. So my shower is just, it's a happy place for me. I'm in the shower. The water starts rising. All of a sudden,
Oh no.
human duty
No.
starts coming out of the shower.
Is it yours?
what?
You know what, Caroline? It could be mine. It could be my husband's. It could be the neighbors.
Is
It
it-
could be the
okay, I just
neighborhoods.
didn't know
We
how it
don't
was all
know.
connected.
Okay.
Wow.
We don't know. So I jump out of the shower. I get out. I see Doodie, particles of Doodie. Now the water from the shower, it broke up the Doodie, so it wasn't clumps of Doodie. It's
Right.
tiny
It wasn't
little
logs.
particles.
I need
of
you to
Doodie.
change the word. Don't say duty.
tiny Doodie
What would you
particles.
prefer, Caroline?
Shit would be better.
I'm gonna stick with Doodie.
Yeah.
So tiny Doodie particles are just they permeating all over this beautiful
Ew.
tile, the grout.
Oh God.
We call the plumber back.
It's atomized.
We call the plumber back. This time they bring the boss. And
They
Springsteen?
yeah, shows up.
They escalated.
Can I get your autograph? No, the owner of the plumbing company comes and he says
Same day.
Man of the people.
the next day.
What you?
So the duty had to remain in the shower, and
Gross.
I know, and nobody wanted to clean it. My whole bathroom was horrible. Okay,
Oh my God.
so I had to just close the doors and light some candles. Thankfully, Caroline gave me the code for the candles.
I would have killed myself.
So then the plumber shows up and he says, I could snake the drain again, but guess what? Your plumbing collapsed. So we knew when we bought the house. We knew when we bought the house. It's built in the 50s. It has original plumbing. They told us, we bought our house in the height of the housing wars, that it's going to need the plumbing replaced. It's going to be a huge thing. So they found a part of my plumbing on the outside of the house that has completely collapsed. So now all the duty from the whole line from the street.
Oh my God.
Backing up
It
in
collapsed,
my
it collapsed in
shower.
the public part?
No, on our property.
On
yeah.
your property.
So I won't even tell you unless you really want me to. I'll tell you how much it cost to repair.
I would like to know. Absolutely.
It was $9,000.
Oh my God.
Now, when they originally sent us the estimate,
Okay.
I was like, we'll shop around a little bit. But little did
Yeah.
I know.
No thanks. We'll keep the poop.
Well, no, this is what happened. The first time they snaked, I'm messing it up. The first time they snaked it, they said, we're going to have to fix this. It's going to be $9,000. And I was like, we're not going to do that. We'll get a second opinion. But then I took another shower and the duty came out. So we said, we're bending over. We're just take it. Just do it.
You thought maybe next time this will be fine.
Well, he said it
Were
might
you
hold. I
pooping
don't know.
during this time? I mean, were you
Of
using the
course.
toilet?
Of course
and
I
that
was.
Was that backing up when you flush?
No.
It was just flush come out the
Yeah.
shower.
Well, that happened to me at an old place.
I'm
Like
telling
the
you,
plumbing.
anyway.
Oh, my
so
God.
for a week, there were these 3 men who dug up the entire side of my house, the whole flower bed. These, they worked their asses off just to go in there and fix one little piece of pipe and then put it all back.
Jesus.
And I had to bleach the duty. I had to scrub the duty. I had to buy brushes and put on gloves and get it all clean. And then I said, "Okay, bye, duty. I'll never have to deal with you again." And I get my beautiful shower and I take a lovely shower. And while I'm in there, it's filling up again with water.
No.
And I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh God, it didn't fix it. It didn't fix it." I get out of the shower. I'm like, "Ben, it didn't fix it." All of a sudden, duty particles are back. Duty particles are back coming out of my shower again.
Wait, what's the
They've already dug the
time
holes.
period?
They've a few days after they
Oh
they
my
left.
God.
and you found out-
$9,000 later?
I would have just burned my house down.
Listen, wait. $9,000 later, I'm in my shower. I take a shower. I get out. Duty is back, and I already scrubbed it. I
Yeah.
bought
That's
things.
like Backstreet's back.
I'm telling you, the duty's back. All right. So we
Wait,
called
you found out that this was built on your house was built on an old Indian
duty burial ground.
outhouse.
Probably. Is Pasadena an old?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes, literally.
So
everywhere.
then we call Darren, the boss, and I say, "Darren, get your ass over here." Okay, so he comes. He brings the big snake. He's like,
The big
"We don't know. We're gonna try it one more
Everybody
time."
How could they
Jackie
not
J
know?
loves
Don't they
a
have
big old
cameras they
sausage.
send down?
Hold on, play that again. Hold on. Everybody knows that Jackie J loves a big old sausage. I don't even remember saying.
Wow.
that again.
Producer status back.
Everybody knows that Jackie J loves a big old sausage.
The sound at the end is really what sells it.
What's the reverse?
It's like licking my lips.
What's the reverse of the kind of ASMR that?
God. It hurts to laugh because of my
3
vaginal
views on
prolapse
YouTube.
from having a baby.
Oh,
Anyway, okay, so Darren comes out, he snakes again. He says, "Listen, it's fine. Maybe like there was just a little bit left in the system, whatever."
Oh my God, isn't it his job?
So it goes away. It drains out. I once again put on gloves, bleach, pour, scrub the duty particles.
Just go, girl.
This shower, it has a big, it's weird. It's like a Roman bath style. It's really cool. And I can't get the water in the drain because there's no drain. So I'm literally swishing duty water into I order a scraper. I'm scraping duty particles. I clean that whole thing out. It's the most stressful, annoying. And I say to Ben, with all sincerity, I go, Ben, if this happens one more time, I am lighting a match. I am burning down this bathroom. We will share a bathroom. We will only have a one bathroom home. Because I am not.
Was it only
He's the
coming
other
up
bathroom.
through one?
They're on separate lines. So our two bathrooms are on separate lines, but then they join on the street.
Well, thank God for small favors.
So yes, we could use that bathroom. I just said, Ben, if this happens one more fucking time, I am not cleaning my beautiful pink mid-century shower of duty particles for a fourth time. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I take a shower. The next day I go in there.
No.
Duty particles are back. The duty particles are
This
back.
plumber sucks.
And so I said, Ben! I said, get the fucking lighter fluid, get the matches. I'm done. And they come back out again.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like at this
Jackie.
point it's free, right? Because fuck that.
No, yeah, they didn't charge us again. But they told us that what's happening now, and so Ben's shower started bubbling.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So what's
This
happening
is
now?
not okay.
What's happening now is home ownership. And when you buy an old home and when you waive all contingencies during the housing boom.
I cannot believe you had to do that.
So we would have never gotten it. So what's happening now is the lines, like I said, they're on separate lines, but they do join on the street. That line is starting to collapse.
Whose poop is that?
God, why are they all collapsing at once?
Because the house is 70 years old.
Like what? Like a timer just went off and the whole thing's like.
No,
like,
they told us when we moved in, they said the plumbing is going to go. They warned us.
Did they say like maybe preemptively like you can?
We did a clean out when we got there.
This is like when a really old couple, like one of them passes away and then the other one just dies of sadness.
Yes.
This is like the
Where the
plumbing
red fern
equivalent.
grows.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plumbing died of a broken heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and it's on our side, not the street, which means we have to pay for it.
It's so annoying.
I don't even want to know what it's going to cost. Like, I don't even want to know. I'm probably going
this
to
is
sell
still
a kidney
happening?
or something. Well, they cleaned it out and it's been fine so far.
Okay.
But any minute now, if those duty particles, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to come here. I'm going to drive to Burbank and shower every time I need a shower.
I live
can.
closer. You can come to my house.
Okay, I'll come to your house.
I
You have a beautiful shower.
Oh,
I
thank
remember
you.
when I recorded and I snooped in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
I love
we
to
all
snoop.
do. But Jackie, if you take a shower in my house and then there's shit in my bathroom, we'll know that this
Right.
was all
That it was
a
actually just
ruse.
my weird kink.
My question for
I don't want to kink.
my question for you is like, what headspace are you in now every single time you take a shower?
Oh, yeah. It's
You know,
very
like
stressful.
every
Very
are you like
stressful.
Yes, I'm on edge of the duty particles. Because I just want to reiterate, this wasn't turds. It was tiny. The particles
Duty
of
particles.
the duty.
yeah, like
Wait,
we
no.
reiterate. Yeah.
We got it. Like tiny. It looked gray almost. It was like a film of duty. And cleaning it was the
close-
hardest thing I've ever done besides childbirth, which I did have a child recently.
Just go, girl.
It's been very hard on me, guys.
Yeah, that sucks.
# duty particles. It's been really hard.
I think the main takeaway from this story for me is like the fact that you had shit coming up in your shower
Yeah.
and they were like $9,000 and you were like, like we'll shop around. Like they could have said to me $30,000 and I'd be like, no problem.
I didn't think it was going to come back. I don't know. Listen, it was a lot of money.
Here's the thing. Here's something.
What an unfun way to spend $9,000.
I think that's
know what I
really
mean?
that's
Yeah.
really difficult. Like when you have to spend your savings account on your emergency
Yes.
fund on actual emergencies, and you're like,
Oh.
Honestly, that's why I'm okay with spending a lot of money on vacations, because I'll tell myself most of the time when I spend this money, it's to like repair a car.
Right,
or
right.
some
You're like,
shit.
yeah. What else are you gonna
Something
buy?
boring, like
Yeah.
duty particles.
But see, on the one hand, you're like, oh, thank God it's duty particles, not duty clumps.
But duty clumps would be easier to clean.
That's exactly where I was headed.
yeah, I
We're
would
the
put
same
on one of
wavelength.
my poop scoop bags when I pick up my dog's
Yes.
poop and
Yeah.
pick it all up.
The
A little
particles
bleach.
makes it worse
The duty-
because
Yeah,
there
yeah,
could
yeah.
be a few left.
I can't even stress to you how minute the duty particles were. It was like a gray film all over my beautiful pink tile, the grout of my tile.
That's so
I had to
awful.
scrub all of the duty particles. It was like a Macbeth outdam spot. I kept
Yeah.
seeing them. They were I don't even know if they were really there.
That could make you like sick.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm breastfeeding.
Did you call your doctor to make sure it was safe?
Did you call Zocdoc?
No, I wore gloves and I took
Okay.
precautions. I wasn't in there rubbing
Did you
raw
wear a
dog.
mask?
Yeah, of course
okay,
I
good.
did.
Because I found, and I cataloged this on the show one day, and it was awful. And I'm
the
not
maggots.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were maggots in our
Do
shower.
you remember that, Tony?
Oh yeah.
Bagging, sagging maggots.
Oh my god.
The hardest you and I have
Yes,
laughed together.
that
I
was
think.
very. I was crying tears of laughter. Yeah, it was great.
What was it?
We kept being like, "Were the maggots?"
I think
I
you
don't
called
remember.
them sagging maggot. It was one of those
Yeah,
things
yeah,
where
it
it
was
was like
so
so
dumb.
not funny that we couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were maggots in my shower.
yeah. What would you prefer, maggots or duty particles? Weigh in the
Duty
comments.
particles.
Yeah, I don't want anything
No.
living, I guess.
Yeah.
Did y'all call an exterminator?
Like an exorcist.
Like,
Well,
can
we had
just
to
do
call a
bleach?
plumber.
Oh.
I mean, we had to get a
right,
plumber.
because we had the plumbing sagged.
Yeah, we had to
So
fix
there
our
was like
plumbing.
See,
an
sagging
area where-
maggots.
Yeah. Sagging maggots.
It was
but
sagging maggots.
anyway, it was so disturbing until we could like get someone to come out, until we could figure it out. So Daniel cleaned all of it and like assured me it was fine. And then I was in there taking a shower and
Oh,
I
no.
turned.
No.
And there was just one in the corner. But they're so slow.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
slow, but
They're like
but this one
slow and pudgy and like
it was slow, pudgy, and it had a human face.
Oh my
They
god.
do
Yes.
have a face.
Horrifying.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I just remember the whole thing being like, I cannot relax and feel comfortable in what used to be a sanctuary.
Yes, my
So that's
shower
what I
is
meant. Yeah.
is such a lovely shower, and
cursed.
I have beautiful hanging plants that I bought off Etsy with the gift card you got me for my birthday last year, Allison. It's lovely. I love it in there. And honestly, now that I'm a mom, it's like my 10 minutes of peace. It's
Yeah.
like nobody's gonna be sucking on my tits for 5 minutes. I can take a damn break.
Have you been able to get that back though, or
I mean, I'm just so terrified of the duty particles returning. I live in fear of the duty particles. I know it's been rough, y'all.
thank you for sharing that on this show,
It's an
Jackie. I'm
exclusive.
sorry.
Jackie.
That was
Well,
wonderful.
it doesn't really fit into a beauty podcast as much, so I come here to really let loose.
And I feel like
guess
this is
not.
like adjacent, doesn't really fit, but I rarely get a chance
Yeah.
to play this. So
I've had a dark butthole my whole life. And I didn't even know. I've given you gold, Allison.
You really have.
I've given you gold. Hold on.
Wow.
Do it one more time so I can hear it. I've had a dark butthole my whole life and I didn't even know.
It's so true.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Beautiful. Jackie, question for both of you,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Where do you guys come down on like this is some gal chat? The Clarisonic face brushes. So you're anti.
You don't need it.
Okay.
One more thing they're trying to make us buy.
I think it's like a take it or leave it. Like some people really like it, but I don't think it's like wow.
If you love it, do it.
Yeah.
But it's I don't think it's going to really help. As long as you thoroughly cleanse for a minute with your hands, you're good.
Because I was looking at photos from 5 years ago and I was like, my skin was radiant back then. Something changed. And I think what changed is I've aged 5 years. But
That's it.
The pandemic.
I get
We're all
served like
depressed.
memories on Facebook, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I say
Same.
fuck.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
Okay. Like every time I
No,
get
we always
served
say
a memory,
duty 600 times.
I was like, every time I see a picture of myself from like 5+ years ago, I'm like, who was that radiant,
Oh my god,
beautiful,
I look completely
amazing?
different. I look completely different 5 years ago.
But of course, at the time,
Yeah.
I was like, who is this troll?
Yo, yeah.
I am a troll. But yeah, I think it's just, I don't think it's the Clarisonic. I think we're just
Right.
all 5 years older.
No, I think it probably. But
the
I
pandemic
recently got
aged
out
all of
the-
us too.
Yeah.
Did you get better sleep back then? I find that
No, I had
tends to
just
make-
no. This was like, I think Elliot was like 9 months old or something.
Oh, you weren't
then.
getting any sleep.
No, it's weird that I thought my skin looked good then.
Do babies not sleep at 9 months?
How long did it take
Maybe he was
Elliot to
7
sleep
months.
through the night?
I mean,
Well, we hadn't sleep trained at that point yet.
At 9
so
months, yeah.
no.
It took us a little long.
my baby
yeah.
is 5 months and I sleep.
Yeah, I hate
kind of.
you.
No, I know. So we could talk about that for a moment.
No, we don't need
We
to.
don't need to. Okay,
No.
yeah. No, we should have done it earlier. I was worried, and then with Owen, we did it earlier, and it
My
was like
baby's
piece of cake.
giant, and the pediatrician said he's ready.
Yeah.
So we did it.
and it's going
Speak
well.
to your professional. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was worried about it, but yeah. So I recently went and found the Clarisonic brush because I was like, my skin is dull. I'm not exfoliating or anything. So maybe that's why I asked.
Well,
about
I
it.
would
but they've
say
discontinued it
that,
anyway.
That brush
Yeah.
is old, and you would need a new head.
A new head.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if you wanted to start it.
But also, that's not gonna help with dull. You need some sort of like acid.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
which-
You should put acid on your face.
Do a AHA, BHA.
I would do like a good jeans, or like what would
Paula's
you?
choice.
Yeah, or
Oh,
Paula's
yeah.
choice.
Okay.
Or BHA.
I
Maybe
do
a-
use Retin-A though. Okay, sometimes though. You would do one of those on top of that though, or no?
You want like a glycolic or like a
An AHA, BHA. Well, the new thing is skin cycling.
Or what is
That's
that?
what all the girlies on TikTok
and
are about.
purging.
Tony knows.
Oh yeah, a good purge.
I'll psycho and purge.
You do 1 day of retinol, and then a rest day, and then a cleanse, like a moisturized day. Like you do each of your treatments once a week.
Now, this dermatologist that you went to that I'm going to go to,
Yes.
would she have advice on all this?
Yes.
Should we-
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Should
Put that skin in my
you know-
mouth.
We went to the derm because of Caroline.
Yeah, should we talk about the fact that
We
Caroline's
can.
a warrior?
Yeah, I'm a hashtag girl boss.
Hashtag
But I also
survivor.
want to say that if you have skin that that isn't super sensitive and you can like try different products and see what works, the Dr. Dennis Gross
the pads.
peel pads.
Yeah.
incredible.
Is that like baby foot for your face?
Yeah, kind of. Not
You
as
don't
like
get
gross.
extreme results
It
like
doesn't
that.
like peel off, but like it just over time really good. It's
Okay.
like, it's great.
Maybe
They're
I'll
expensive but good.
That's a really good product.
Yeah.
Hey, the Sephora
peel
sale's
pads?
going right now, isn't it?
It is as of recording.
Yes.
Tomorrow's the last day.
Oh, so that would be
Sephora
a good
sale.
thing to do today. tonight.
yeah, I would do that. But also, there's gonna be a lot of different sales in the next couple of weeks. Don't worry,
If
I'll
you
have
need-
the codes.
If you need anything
Me.
on sale ever, just tell Caroline and she'll hunt it for you.
I will hunt it for you while I'm not sleeping.
She got me AirPods.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I lost mine during birth.
when she was having baby,
When
she
I had
lost
a baby.
it.
Where did they go?
I
Probably
found them,
back
to be
up
honest.
her
I found
vagina.
them.
You found
The
them?
baby came out wearing them.
Yeah, he was like, "I love this song. Thanks, mom."
I swallowed them.
But yeah, but the dermatologist will obviously know.
All
The
right.
dermatologist could probably give you something. It just like won't be sexy. You know what I mean? Like
Caroline inspired Allison and I to get our bodies checked
Yeah.
for the first time in our lives.
And I still haven't done it, but I'm
But
going
you're
to.
still
I did.
inspired.
Yeah,
You're still inspired.
I'm very inspired.
Well, she
So-
wanted me to go first, and
Yeah.
I did. And I had a great
Right.
experience.
So, but on the show, we talked about how we need,
Yes.
how we need to get ourselves checked.
And
we talked
I
about
went.
your boil.
Oof. She told me to leave it alone.
Yeah,
She said a surgeon could cut it out for me, but it really just leave it alone, is what she said.
So, yes. So Caroline got Mo's surgery.
Yeah.
Which Daniel has gotten.
have.
Daniel, who is also a hashtag warrior.
A hashtag girl boss.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you went to the dermatologist.
Yeah.
And got your whole body checked.
Yeah, so I had noticed when I was in Italy, like, so I went to Italy, much like Jackie had a baby. I went to Italy, and there was like a weird. So I get like tons of bug bites, and then I scratch the shit out of them. So like, it's not weird if my legs are all scarred and like bleeding, and I'll just put that out there. That if I see like a weird scab on my body, I'm never like, oh, that's weird. Until I saw this thing that was like not. There had been no bite. It was not a zit. It was just like on my leg, and it was like one of those things where it's like when you Google like a picture of like what does skin cancer look like, it like looked like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
Was
then
it basil?
yeah. And then I
The warriors are sharing.
you know
Sharing
it's just like hashtag warriors know. You know what I mean? Like you guys wouldn't understand. Basil
Yes,
is
yes.
not just
I don't even know
what
what that
you
is.
eat with mozzarella.
right.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jackie.
Ah.
It's cancer.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So I did. My husband drew like a little circle around it, and we just like watched because I was in Italy again.
Yeah,
And then we were there for like 2 weeks, and this was the beginning of the trip. So I was
2
like,
weeks in Italy.
I was like, well, 1 week in
great.
London, and then a week.
oh.
And I missed the
A
Queen's
long
death.
trip.
Yeah, long trip. This is what happens when you do not give birth to children.
Yeah. You could do
You
whatever
go to
you
Italy
want.
for 2
Sounds
weeks.
nice.
Yeah. And it grew outside the circle.
Like, how big are we talking?
Not big. Like
In 2 weeks' time, it grew.
it went a little part of it went outside the circle, yeah, and like changed color and like it was weird. So I went
Like
back.
pencil eraser size, dime size?
A little smaller than a dime.
Okay.
Like, it really did just look like, oh, you got a bug bite and you like scratched it, but it wasn't.
A bug bite.
No, it wasn't. And then I would like take pictures and like send them to my doctor. And you know, I have Kaiser, so like they don't give a shit about me. And one time I was sitting in the doctor's office at Kaiser, and I had been like waiting there for like an hour, and I was like, they definitely forgot about me. And then the doctor walks in, she's like, so Claire, how long has this stomach ache been going on for? And I'm like, okay, HIPAA, I'm not Claire. And she's like, oh shit. And then like walked out. And then I had to sit there for another 45 minutes.
Good news, Claire. You're herpes positive.
Yeah, Claire, how's the stomach bug?
That's me.
So yeah, then they looked at it, and then they sent me to dermatology, and they were like, then they did a little biopsy.
Sign.
Yeah. And they took a little thing out of it, and they were like, yeah, let's get it off. I was very happy that it was on a fatty part of my leg. Did you have Mohs on your face?
Right here. So you can see the scar.
Podcast is
Wow.
a visual medium, just so
There's
everyone
like-
knows.
I have a
Daniel
scar on
pointed
my
to a
cheek.
piece of face, yes.
Yeah.
Those scars are your warrior lines.
Well, I had them.
I don't see a scar.
So there was they did like a nickel size incision
Yep.
with the Mohs, and then they did the scar along my smile line so that you don't see it as much.
Oh, that's cool.
You're like the Joker.
But I didn't care. I didn't care if there was a scar. They were like, "Well, we can send
Why
you
so
to a
serious?
yes, exactly. We can send you to a plastic surgeon if you want." And I'm like, I like the idea of a big ass scar on my
Yeah,
face. So
that's
I'm fine
like
with
when
that.
you're
What a
little and you're
man
like, I
thing
want
to say.
braces
I
and
know.
glasses. Yeah, I have a scar
I
now.
want a headgear.
Yeah, I want like
I've been
more
posing
attention,
with
more
a
attention.
necklace on my teeth for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And a paperclip.
Yeah, paperclip. I want colors on my braces for the
Yeah.
holidays. Yeah, and then there's a scar there, and there probably will be there, but like again, it's not really in a prominent place in my body. But like, it was kind of scary. I milked it for a little bit.
yeah.
You know, as you do.
Hell yeah.
Like I couldn't. Like I said to Dan, I was like, I can't possibly do anything because I have cancer. And he was like, yeah, okay. I was like, I'm in recovery.
You're a survivor.
I'm a
You're in
survivor.
remission.
Yeah, but also like
But for real.
I'm very Irish. My skin cancer runs in my family. There's been like a bunch of different like melanoma type things.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
Yeah, that's the bad one. And then I'm 34. So it's like, you know, everyone is always like, yeah, get yourself scanned. And I'm like, yeah, everyone should get themselves scanned. But like, I never had. And I'm glad that I did. And then so I had them check the rest of my body while I was there too.
Yeah.
It's like kind of scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
I had-
I was convinced I was going to get it because I have this big mole on my chest, and she said it's fine, thank goodness. But I went because
Were
of
you like a little sad though?
That you
No.
didn't have
That
it?
you couldn't like do like a little attention thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you had just given birth, so I guess you could
comfortable
still.
with the amount of attention.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
exactly,
and
right,
get.
okay.
Yeah.
Just making
Sorry,
sure.
Daniel. What were you? I
Oh no!
cut you off.
Well, the last time not the very last time, but the last time I did a normal checkup, he found a pre-melanoma on the back of my thigh, which
Yeah.
is not a place I look.
Right.
So I
Right.
didn't know there was even anything to look at there. So
Did they look at your like dick and balls?
they don't want to.
She didn't really
they
like
do.
look at my pussy.
That's what I was wondering. Do they like look? Do they like
she looked at my
spread-
tits.
They don't spread. Do they spread your butt
No,
cheeks
no,
or
no.
anything? But what if
No.
you have something
I
in your
know.
butt?
They looked at my butt.
I've had a dark butt my whole life. I didn't even know. I guess if I had something of concern, because I did show her like I have like this little bump under my face, and she said that's a cyst. Another cyst. I'm like
You're a cyst
Siskel
queen.
and Ebert over here.
Oh, that's good. That is. Do they look
No.
at your scalp?
Yeah.
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 Interesting. How
She
do they
gave me a cream for my flakes.
My thing with my dermatologist,
I have like ear flakes. It's all a thing.
I'm afraid to ask him.
Sorry about your headphones. They're gonna need to be
Are they
cleaned.
contagious?
No.
Ear
It's hormonal.
flakes. Ear flakes are not contagious. I'm afraid to ask my
Okay,
dermatologist
your flake maven.
I'm about like recommendations on anything that would be product related because he sells his own products
And
like
it's
his
so
own branded,
expensive.
The
and he's just gonna
upcharge
push
is
that shit
crazy.
on me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Just
can't
get him
trust
to
it.
say what the like ingredients are. Be like, oh, what are the ingredients in this? And then go home and like Google other products. with those
He
ingredients.
pushed the vitamin C one on.
Yeah.
me.
Vitamin C and E.
That would be good for you.
Yeah.
Vitamin C is great.
Yeah, but there's like a million of them. You
Yeah,
get a
and
really
there's, like-
good,
These are
affordable one.
expensive.
Yeah.
Allison was
Yeah.
like, "You spent what?
I can get you a
on-
code.
Got like 100.
Yeah, get me a code.
Caroline
You
can
got
give
like
you a good
$180
I need a
on a
code.
little
Well,
bottle
you
last
can't
time.
ever go anywhere. Like Like every time I get my hair cut, somehow I've bought like
Same.
$100 of shampoo.
Because they do such a good job with it, and then you get home and you look like shit when you try.
I'm also a people pleaser. I don't want to say no.
Oh no, I say no. I'm iron like that. Allison, you're gonna like this derm.
Okay.
She's super hot.
I
and-
love that in a dermatologist.
and fun and cute and nice.
You want like a hot derm looking at your butthole for
don't
moles?
care.
Okay.
You want a
so-
derm with great skin.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
kind of the, like
That's true.
sexiest thing I got going on right now. Showing some highlighting my tits.
So they look at your scalp,
Yeah.
but there's all that hair there.
They're professionals.
They look around.
I think in medical school that's a class. How to look at a scalp with the hair in the
They
way.
do a lot of this.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, they comb through and then like
Okay.
open. Like,
She
comb
told
through
me that I have new little baby hairs growing in from all my hair that's fallen out. So that's exciting.
Oh, I like that kind of
Yeah.
data. And then they tell you, do you strip down totally naked?
No, I had on a what's it called?
Oh, gown.
Yeah, and then we just like boop. boop
Okay.
bloop.
So one at a time. You
Peekaboo.
boop. And then
They're just looking for dots and irregular things.
And
you
I
know?
showed her, you know those little tiny red splotches? Like she says,
Yeah.
she said the medical name. They're everywhere on me,
Mm-hmm.
especially my inner thighs. And I'm like, did I push them out? Like when I push the baby, like did I
What
break
red
all these little?
splotches? Do I
they're like
wanna
these
know?
little tiny, like
It looks
looks
like
just
It's
red
like capillaries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
like
looks like
KP?
it looks like just one little red dot, but
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And she said she'd zap them all off for me when I'm done breastfeeding. So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that next year.
Because I had it on my face, I got all sorts of treatments that normally, like,
Yeah,
Real Housewives
like bougie,
get.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like I got the laser tree. I did a thing where you put this like radioactive cream on your face and then put your
Cool.
face in like a UV light.
That's LA, baby.
I want to do that.
I want to do that too.
Me too.
It
I'm gonna do
burns.
Morpheus 8.
oh, which one is that?
I don't know. That's just what she recommended. She said she just did it on herself.
Morpheus
and she looked
8.
great. That's my
Is that a
superhero
laser?
name.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I deserve it.
I want one. I've never done I've been talking about doing a laser forever. Never done one of them.
Somebody, I'm not going to say who. Actually, I kind of don't remember who. I do now. Somebody in the know told me that big celebrities go in and spend literally 30 grand on lasers at a time.
I believe that.
The ones that look good, but they don't look like they've done anything.
Yeah.
Them.
Ooh.
Give me an example of like a famous person who looks good.
Like Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon looks
Like
great.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
But her cheeks don't look filled.
Right.
She doesn't look like she's done any kind of tucks or
Yeah.
nips. They do the lasers.
And they'll just do the face with the whole face. And
I would assume face and maybe neckline.
Maybe neck.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But 30 grand on like one day.
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
And then they go hibernate for a few days and they come out
Right.
snatched.
Damn.
Goals. Snatched. It just means like, just
I'm about 80%. Well, maybe
been on this show too much.
60%
Wait, sorry, we gotta
sure.
go back to this for 1 second.
Yeah.
So then, in terms of the genitals, how much looking at are we talking
They
about?
didn't
About
look at
half
my
an
pussy
hour.
at all.
But like, what if you have? And
Then
I
I'd
don't.
show her. Then I'd show
put them in
her.
their
Okay,
group chat.
I don't though.
They
but I
usually
just
bring in
feel
the,
like,
the interns.
yeah, they bring in 20 like med students.
She had a med student with her. I let him look.
Okay.
What do I care?
I think if you have anything of concern, they'll look. But like if you're like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I do.
I
but I'm
felt
just
comfortable
saying.
showing her.
Jackie,
whatever I needed to
Jackie's,
show
are you
her.
sure? I'd love to show
Yeah.
you my ass.
I really want you to take a look. Tell me.
I
what-
don't have any issues with an anus ride.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me what color it is, Doc. Is this normal?
Listen, you guys.
Oh, here we go.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Look, unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can make you feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, or Jackie becoming a parent. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. BetterHelp has connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient and accessible anywhere, 100% online. You guys know that I am a huge fan of therapy. Therapy has helped me immensely. I recommend therapy for pretty much anyone who is open to it, who would just like a little bit of help. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/bestfriend. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp. So BetterHelp.com/bestfriend. And then I also want to tell you guys about Lomi. This is a composting device. You put it on your countertop. It is not super duper loud. It makes it so much easier. Perhaps you've been interested in composting and perhaps you thought to yourself, it sounds hard. It sounds like you need a big device. I don't know how to do it. Listen, enter Lomi. That's how I was. I thought, I don't know how to do this. Then I got a Lomi. Lomi allows me to turn my food scraps into dirt with the push of a button. Lomi's a countertop electric composter that turns scraps to dirt in under 4 hours. There's no smell. When it runs, it's really quiet. Thanks to Lomi, I have way less garbage each week. We're talking going from like 3 bags to 1. Since I got my Lomi, I throw out way less garbage, and that means it's not going to landfills and producing methane. Now, we produce our own methane. Just kidding, you guys. Instead, I turn my waste into nutrient-rich dirt that I can feed to my plants. If you want to start making a positive environmental impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/bestfriend and use the promo code bestfriend to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to Lomi, LOMI.com/bestfriend and use promo code bestfriend at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. With the holidays just around the corner, Lomi will make the perfect gift for someone on your shopping list.
Somebody buy me a Lomi because we're all supposed to be composting in California.
Yes, I do know this.
So I'm getting one. I'm using your code. It's not the first time I've been sitting here for an ad read and saying I'm getting that product.
Jackie, I'm sitting right here, and how dare you say you're going to use someone else's code?
You have a Lomi code too?
No, but I'll get one if you want it.
Okay, listen. You know where my loyalties lie.
Well, wait a minute.
I want a Lomi, actually.
No, I do too.
Allison has a code.
We have to compost.
I'm going to use your code, and I'm going to buy one.
We have to.
Dan has
Lomi.com/bestfriend.
I'm going to do it. Dan's tried to compost like 7,000 times, and one time it just attracted like 1 million fruit flies. And I was like, we're getting divorced. And then the second time was like the big one outside with the thing.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
that
had 1 million flies too.
Yeah. No, the Lomi.
This is no flies.
No flies.
No fly zone.
No
You
fly
have
zone.
to get one there. You're supposed to be composting. We all are.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
It's a
just
law.
said that. Wait, it's a law?
It's a LA County
No,
ordinance.
it's California State.
Oh, it's California. Wow.
Wait, what law is it? Because I'm breaking it.
Everyone's put your food waste either compost or put it in the green bin.
Yeah,
with
you put it in
your,
the green bin.
with all of your lawn clippings.
I don't have a green. Oh, I do have a green bin. All right.
Because when food biological waste, whatever food waste
Breaks down,
it
creates a lot of
releases
methane.
methane,
No, I
which
know,
is
and that's
much
bad.
worse than carbon
Yeah.
dioxide.
Oh,
But
this is not bad.
I didn't know about the law. They didn't tell me when I moved here.
Yeah,
It's new.
How new?
like
A few months, I feel like.
they just gave us
So
the
it
green
turns
bin
it into dirt
thing.
for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But it's like
That's
super
excellent.
nutrient dirt. For
Because
Yeah.
we have a huge garden.
Okay. Sorry to give you more of an ad. But
Okay. No, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one.
I am
Lomi.com/bestfriend.
Okay, there you
Thank
go.
you.
On it.
Everyone in California should buy
Okay.
one.
Yes, you should. All right. Let's see. I think it is time to say hello and welcome to new patrons.
Allison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/Allison Rosen.
Rockstar Tone Zone.
All right. Hello and welcome to Jenny Gaylord, who has increased her pledge.
All
She's now at the
right.
texting level.
Wow, that's
To
so nice.
Christine Gold, who is at the annual, who signed up for an annual subscription. Hello and welcome to Tammy H., to Abby, to Celine Prefontaine, to Jenny Gagas, to Alyssa, to Anna Q, and to April Golden. Hello
Yeah, wow.
and welcome.
That Allison Rosen Patreon is lit.
It is
That's
going
amazing.
off. That being said, I did skip a week for Halloween, so this is 2 weeks worth.
Oh.
But yeah, look, it comes and goes.
That's great.
It comes and goes. It rains and pours.
Yeah.
I mean, no, rains and pours
It
is not what I
ebbs and
mean.
flows.
It ebbs and
Ebbs and
flows. It
flows.
waxes and wanes.
It waxes
There
and
you
wanes.
go.
Yes, you know how
hems
it
and
is.
haws.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of it's ups and downs. That's just welcome and hello and thank you, patrons. I've started doing a new thing, which I have labeled Allison's brain dump. but I think I might start calling it Allison's Doodie particles.
Oh, please do.
I like that.
I'd be honored.
I was thinking brain dump's not dignified enough. It's not dignified like Allison's Doodie particles.
Allison's Doodie particles is so
Elegant.
good.
It's elegant.
And I must say, the reason I chose the word duty is because that's what Howard Stern uses, and it makes me laugh when he does it. So I started doing it,
And now I can.
and now you can co-opt it as well.
Which is just a big old blog post they did over the weekend where I just was like, here's a bunch of junk in my brain.
Oh, you should do a Substack.
I started a Substack.
Oh,
I just didn't keep up with it.
have a Substack, Caroline.
Yeah.
Do you do it
A
regularly?
G thanks one.
I actually set the tone by saying I'm not doing this regularly. That way, when you get an email from me, you know you have to open
It's
it.
exciting. Yeah,
That's good.
I
The
appreciate
open rate
that.
is very high.
Yeah. How
Because
often do you do it?
literally only when like something is good enough to tell people about, like
That's
a good sale.
I think I started doing it every week.
Because once you like put yourself on a schedule, it's like a chore.
Yeah.
Like it should just like come when
Like
the mood strikes.
podcasting.
And honestly, people will open it more because it's like, oh, I never hear from her.
Right.
I wonder why she's emailing me now.
Maybe.
And I'm just like,
You're like, I'm
Allison,
lonely.
$25. It's all we need to keep the Republicans out of office. And then they're like, wow, okay, sending me money.
right.
I know.
Well, yeah. So I had started a Substack, and then I didn't keep up with it. But now I'm like, I should save my Substack dumps for my Patreon.
Yes.
So I did that, and I wrote about like stuff going on in my mind, but then also like a lot of behind the scenes stuff with like here, my thoughts on this show, my thoughts on this, and like really what Patreon should be for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep up with my duty particles.
Yeah.
I might call it something else. I don't know. But that's just one of the many things you can get on Patreon. It's fun.
Patreon.
Yes. Okay. Now listen, guys. Just trying to think where we should go because we've got we might have some Just Mirror Everyone's. Do we have Just Mirror Everyone's? Hey, go fuck yourselves. We might need to talk about open floor plan and umbrellas. I don't know.
So many places to go.
I know. We might have a super long period to talk about. I don't know. No, maybe we don't.
I had a super long period.
That's
Okay.
it.
And that's it.
All right. Okay. Do you know why?
Wow.
No. And
That's
neither did
frustrating.
my doctor.
Oh, that's frustrating.
And that's it. But now it's gone.
Okay. Well,
And sometimes I miss it. Stockholm syndrome.
really?
It was some.
No, I don't
Some
miss
kind
it.
of hormonal thing. It was just some kind of hormonal thing.
Yeah, for 72 days.
I had one for a really long time one time, but it was because I was on a birth control that the hormones weren't right for me.
Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't on birth control. It's just kind of.
I mean, I just need to know. Do you use like a cup or tampons?
No.
I don't use a cup.
No, I was just using tampons.
That's what I do.
It's like a very expensive 72 days.
Wait, why are you guys getting so? How dare you get uncomfortable?
Are there-
Oh, do you guys
Yeah,
owe tampons? This is
I
weird.
mean, it's, I don't care. I was laughing.
Oh,
at
okay.
him.
Feminist.
It's fine.
I get it.
It's fine. Yeah.
You're having a problem with you watched a human being come out of me twice, and you're having a problem with tampons.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just a lot.
My boyfriend in college thought we ate the tampons to
What?
soak up the blood. Yeah, that was the end of that relationship.
What?
Literally, he was 21. We were in our college.
Ate them?
Like one time, I was like, "Can you get tampons like before you come to my house?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then he brought them, and I was like, "Thanks." And he's like, waiting for me to eat one.
Oh, like it was a pill?
Yeah. He thought like that's what you did. Like that's what women did. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you're a
Wow.
fucking idiot.
Mike, didn't you go to? Where did you go? You went to a good school too, right?
I went to UMass Amherst, so no. I mean,
Well,
yes,
that's good enough.
like it was fine.
UMass Harvard.
I went to UMass Amherst. No, I mean, like, yeah, smart school, lots of smart people. Maybe more book smart than street smart. But he literally
That's
was
his-
like, I
that's-
didn't know.
Yeah, that's his school's fault. He probably went to a abstinence only school like me.
Well,
Did you?
we don't eat
Yeah,
the tampons.
Texas was. I don't know. It probably still is abstinence only. That's the only thing they teach you in public schools.
Right. Well, at least now they're doing better. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do Just Mirror Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
Daniel, I'm sorry I tampon shamed you. If you want to become squeamish about tampons, go ahead.
No, I mean, it's just, a lot of talk about blood and poop. So.
You listen to Jackie talk about duty particles for like 15 minutes. You
Well, that's
couldn't
what
give
I'm
me
saying.
like 1 minute with the tampon story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could give you a minute.
That's okay. I'm good. I'm good. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
I was just, we've recently been getting a lot of young male listeners with all of our wrestling content. I don't want them to flee, back to the
Everyone
men's rights
can relate
podcast.
to duty particles.
That's a story for everyone.
We keep it universal here. I'm trying to find my document of all the Just Me or Everyone's, but instead I found the document of all the weird things on my body I wanted to ask to doctor.
Will you read it to us?
Boil arms.
Wait, can I read it?
Yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
I read it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
This is going to be like a Bob Duca.
In bold, headline 1, they give you like the big subject, boil. And then smaller text, arm spot, mole on chest, wattle skin, spot on face, and then Botox / filler while breastfeeding? Question mark.
no.
And then red dots. I feel like you got a lot of these answered.
Yeah, I got them all answered. She was great.
Wow.
She was great.
What did she say about the wattle skin?
She said I could do Morpheus 8.
Wait, what is the wattle skin?
I'm just noticing that I was like, what is this crepey skin right here? She goes, that's just aging.
It's getting old. That's what it is.
I know. And I said, well, and she goes, I just did it on myself. So when you're done breastfeeding, come back. And I said, okay.
Is Morpheus 8 like thermage?
I don't know. I did thermage. It was a nightmare.
It's supposed to be really painful,
It was
right?
very painful.
What's happening over there, man?
No, it's all right.
Are
It
we
just-
scaring you?
No, not at all.
no.
It just it sounds like another language sometimes.
Yeah,
we just
I
gave
don't
each other
know.
a
it's
language.
so hard to
Y'all
be a
are
white
so
man and
naturally
a-
beautiful
I'm
that y'all
not
don't
saying it's
need
hard.
him.
So
I'm
wait,
not
fromage. So you
complaining.
put cheese on your neck? I don't know.
I wish.
Thermage.
Oh,
It
not
was
fromage.
extremely
Like Strom
painful.
thermage.
It was extremely painful.
Yeah, that's what
and
I've heard.
it did nothing.
Okay.
So
but what's
don't
the
do it.
Morpheus 8?
I don't exactly know. I haven't looked it up yet. But whatever it is, I'm going to do it. I trust this woman.
All right.
You'll trust her when you meet her.
When I make her look at my butthole.
Yeah, yeah. Your butthole's purple like Jackie Johnson's butt.
Hell yeah. Daniel, you might have had thermage. I don't think you did though.
I'm
It
I
might
actually
have-
don't know the name.
Daniel's
of all
skin
the
Here's
was-
things.
Sandy's holiday list.
Yeah.
Daniel's
All his
skin was
presents.
glowing when
He's
he
getting
had
a
it.
new car seat.
I want somebody to buy it. They're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
He's too big for his...
Currently doesn't have a car seat. You just
Yeah.
strap him to the
Yeah.
roof.
I just put him in a cardboard box.
Yeah. With a little, like,
Tell him to hold
with a
on.
little belt.
No, he has one. He needs the topper one already.
What's happening?
What are you doing? I'm trying to find my
Allison's
Just
just
Mirror
completely-
everyone. Oh, I found it.
I
found
have
it.
mine ready.
I found mine.
Oh,
I
Jackie
found my
has hers.
list.
Okay.
Allison, I found my
great.
list.
Okay.
All right, Jackie.
Should I go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, clearly.
First one I have is I always am in the slow lane of traffic. Is this just me or everyone?
It's every other car in the slow lane is also.
Or is it just that any lane you're in
Yes.
becomes the slow
Yes. Yes. Every time I'm in, no matter what lane, they're all
Yeah.
whirring past me, but the one I'm in is the slow one. Just me or everyone.
No, I get that
Tony
a lot,
says,
too.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I drive fast in my Hyundai. Wait, how fast are you going on the freeway?
I mean, I'm not going fast at all. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
at a standstill. The other lanes are getting where they're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a bad one?
No, that's good.
Should I read my list of
think-
things to tell the dermatologist again?
No, I liked it. I think since having kids, I find that I am more okay with being
Yes.
in the slow lane.
This was when I had no child in the car. with
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Can't relate. I drive so fast.
Do you?
It's only my life, you know?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I guess it's just very different driving in LA than
Yeah.
anywhere else. I've learned in my time here.
Oh, you know what? I feel like well, this is going to air before the other show. I think that's okay. I'm porting over a couple of Just Me or Everyone's from the show today with Kurt Braunohler. I'm just expanding the conversation. Do you guys think that driving has become worse after the pandemic? Or are we just
Yes.
driving less and so we're more aware of how bad it is?
No, it's worse.
I noticed immediately upon moving here, like how bad other drivers are, or like
Yeah.
is driving. Yeah, how bad other.
How would you
drivers are.
characterize, like, in what way are other drivers bad?
turn signals are not optional, and here they are like just suggested use. Also, when people use them here, they use them as they are already turning.
Yeah. They remember
doesn't help.
mid-turn.
Or like as they're just like flying across the lane. Every time I pass a car, someone's like on their phone, like not looking at the road.
Did you move here during the pandemic?
Right before.
Okay.
It wasn't. No one told us about the pandemic. We didn't have any early intel about it, but we moved February 2020.
Oh, wow.
And we had a car in New York. So like I was very used to driving in Manhattan and Brooklyn, and I'm definitely an aggressive driver and like have road rage. Like my husband will never use the horn, and I use it like multiple times every time I'm in the car. But like
Do you ever reach over and push his horn?
He would kill me. He would literally like open the door and be like, he'd be so embarrassed, and I would be dead. What was I gonna say? The thing I notice most about driving here is that like people just and it's very much like an indication of what LA is like too. It's like people just operate like in their own space and absolutely
don't give a shit about anyone else.
No one knows how to merge. Like you're like coming in off of like an exit or like an on-ramp or whatever, and people like speed up so that you can't get in. Whereas like that's actually not helping traffic.
Right.
People don't know how to do the zipper merge. It's really, really wild. It's scary to drive here. I also think people are drunk a lot.
I think
Or high on that marijuana.
Or high on that legal drugs.
Yeah.
What do you think, Daniel?
Oh no, I agree with that. I think people just get really selfish about the space in front of them, which is so stupid.
It's horrifying because if shit goes down, which it will, hashtag the big one is coming.
Hashtag.
It's going to be like War of the Worlds.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really bad.
Should we all buy guns?
I was just going to say, should we buy a gun? But no,
I think we should just move.
Yeah, where should we
But
go?
where?
I'm going back
Another
east.
country.
But
Which
what
one, though? Or
country?
should we talk
I'm
about
not
it
giving
off
my
air?
intel.
I went to
Alright,
Italy for
off
2 weeks,
air.
Jackie. You should go there.
Yeah,
You'll give it to us
Italy's
off air,
fine.
though,
I'll give it
right?
to you off air.
Okay,
They
thank
just
you.
elected a fascist, but they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about LA drivers is there's been, or I've noticed, is a lot more tailgating, a lot more aggressive up your ass driving, which I hate.
I didn't realize you were supposed to drive so far from other cars.
10 feet for every...
Because now that my car
car
drives
length for every
itself,
10 miles.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting real intel on driving. And it's a lot different than the choices I would make.
I'm just blown away constantly how long it takes people to pull into just a normal parking
Yes.
space in
Yes.
a parking lot or back out.
Yes.
Either way.
Yes.
Or just how people pull in and they're like, I'm just going to do, like, this is how I parked, and this is like just halfway into the spot on a diagonal. No, I'm not going to try that again. This is fine. That's fucking weird.
People are dicks, man.
I do like parallel parking in LA. I feel like it's a flex when I can do, when I get to do it because I know how to.
I don't like it.
Well, no, of course.
Yeah.
It's
You
nice
have to
not
do it so
have
often.
to.
You have to do it so often.
In LA?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Everywhere you go.
Wait, does your car do that for you? Does your car do that by itself?
I haven't done that yet, but yes. I don't know
That's
how
the-
to do
that's
it, but
a
yes.
dream.
I'm sure
Self-
there's a button or something.
Right.
Yeah. Or no buttons. There's no buttons.
What is it? Just
on the
voice
screen.
command?
There's just one big iPad in there.
There's
I
no
don't
like
know.
tactile button.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Caroline, do you have it just mirror everyone?
Yeah, when I'm driving and I see like a
Oh, they're all cars today.
yeah. But I like had this one because I felt it when I thought about it when I was driving over here. When you see like garbage on the side of the road, I'm like, there's a body in there, and some murderers like dropped a body.
Oh, like when you see a trash bag.
Every single time I think it's a body,
probably
and then
is.
every single time I'm like, what will I do when I see on CNN? And I'll be like, I drove past that trash body. And then I'm like, if I killed someone and I put them in a garbage bag, could I put them on the side of the road?
Do you remember when somebody found that head a few years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Griffith Park head?
Yeah.
Oh, I listened to a podcast about that.
Did they ever
Park
solve
head?
it?
Yeah.
And then somebody found a butt in Van Nuys.
Did you save that as like an audio? That should be a.
You almost got a spit take.
This whole episode is.
I know.
Y'all, you didn't do a whole episode where I'm not even here.
Yes,
and you
a
just are
virtual
hitting the drop.
Jackie. Virtual Jackie.
But like, what do you think when you see trash on the street when you're driving? Not bodies.
That
I don't-
we have a serious waste control issue in this country, and we need to be more mindful of what we consume.
Sometimes I will think I do see some like something that is a creature or very rarely a person or something, and then I'll like my heart will pound, and then when I see that it's an inanimate object, I'll like I'll be relieved as I pass it.
Okay.
And oftentimes if I see something on the road, my first instinct usually is, oh God, I hope it's not roadkill. And then when I pass and see that it's not, I'm relieved. But if I pass and see that it is an animal, then I'm like horrified.
Okay.
Whenever I see just one shoe, which is always, you never see a pair of shoes, I always wonder what happened to the other one.
That's
That's
they
just
come up
me or
with like the
everyone.
scenario in your head. I'm
Kind
like, how
of,
did the
yeah.
shoe get here?
I always, yes. How does one
You know?
shoe get to the side? I guess it's
Where
just,
did this story begin?
yeah.
I get that.
Where does it? What did happen?
To the shoe?
Yeah. How does one shoe end up right there? Is it like a bag of trash fell?
Yeah, it probably fell out of the trash.
Or someone was brutally murdered and left behind
And
a
that's
shoe.
their shoe.
Well,
Yeah.
And then
got
I
hit by-
drove right past the evidence.
Yes.
Well, sometimes
Like, I don't-
when someone gets hit by a car and they flip,
Oh,
one
geez.
shoe will
That's what I'll be thinking about now. It's great.
go flying off.
Did you know Caroline and I had a true crime podcast called People Die and It's Horrible?
No.
Yeah.
It was
True.
one episode.
We only did one episode.
What was it about? Horrible deaths?
it was about oh my God.
Our
one
run-ins
of-
with murder.
one of the
Our
Jackie's
run-ins with
had
murder.
multiple.
I've had multiple run-ins with murder.
Jackie's like the Forrest Gump of like murder, like in the background of like everything. He's like, hi. No, we talked about one of my favorite. I went through a real 2020 phase during the pandemic. There's some really good 2020s. And we talked about my favorite true crime story, which is Dahlia DiPolito. Do you know this story?
Oh my God, it's
No.
so
Can I give you guys a
good.
Yes,
little?
please.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It is so. I said to Jackie, I'm like, you are not, because we didn't want to do one where like someone actually dies. It's like a little, it's navel gazing and.
Right, we have more.
But this one is
issues.
so funny. This
that.
woman, Dahlia DiPolito, in 2008, hires a hit on her boyfriend, and is so brazenly obvious about like.
You have to watch it. It's so
No, I'm gonna
satisfying.
spoil it, but it's
That's fine.
Okay, hires a hit on her boyfriend. She's at the gym. She gets the call from the cops, and they're like, "Is this Dahlia DiPolito?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, Snooki. Like it's 2008. She's got like very tan. She's like got the bump it, and she's like, "Yeah, it's me." And they're like, "You need to come back to your house. Like your something's happened." And she like runs back, and the cops like, "Are you Dahlia DiPolito?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I have some bad news." She's like, "What?" And she's like, he's like, your boyfriend Mike's been dead. And she goes, "Ah!" Like just this whole thing. And they bring her to the police station and they're questioning her, and she automatically throws him under the bus. She's like, "Yeah, well, he used to be a drug addict, so this isn't surprising to me." This goes on for like a long time. And then they reveal he was never dead.
Oh,
And he just walks into the interview
oh
room
my God.
because she hired a hit and they like infiltrated it immediately. And it was like an ex-cop who like met her in a CVS parking lot and took her $5,000 for the hit.
Oh, wow.
If you are getting a Groupon $5,000 hit job, it's
Seriously.
probably not going to turn out.
Honestly, I assume
That's less than my
all
plumbing
hitmen
bill.
are just, they're just undercover.
Absolutely. Like, what are you doing? Googling?
You
like,
have to watch
a
this.
hit?
It
It is so funny.
They have hidden camera details of her in the car, like explaining the hit to the guy. I mean, it's incredible television.
The guy, the cop, and she thinks it's like a hitman. He's like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because you leave this car, you give me this money, we never talk again." And she goes, "Yeah, like I'm 5,000% sure." And then her defense
was that they knew the
Was
cameras
that-
were on and
was
they
that
were
they-
doing a hidden camera show.
they were doing-
Oh, that's brilliant.
her defense was that they wanted to go on reality TV and that Mike was like in on the joke. It's so
It's
fucking
so
funny.
good, y'all.
That's a great defense.
We should
I
find
love
it.
Oh,
Just
it's
type
everywhere.
it into YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube
Dahlia
has it.
DiPolito.
Hulu, yeah, Hulu.
It's great.
It's so good and yeah,
Satisfying.
satisfying.
All right. Let's do it. Let's watch it. Dahlia DiPolito. Oh,
So
I'd
good.
never heard of it.
What did they call her? They had like a
I was gonna say the Long Island Lolita, but that's not it.
no, but
Something
they
like that.
they really like were like, "You're an idiot." Like the whole, it's so
It's so
sad.
good.
It's so
Caroline
funny.
is a tastemaker of candles and true crime shows.
I'm gonna see what they called her, but the 5,000% line was like the tagline of that case because she went on the stand And she was like, why would I ever want to kill him? Like, I love him. And they like played the thing and she's like, oh yeah, 5,00000%. I hate him. Kill him. It's just so great. The other best part was that it was the cops had so much knowledge ahead of time of this because she was so dumb about it. It was on Cops. They like called the show and they were like filming an episode of Cops. Remember that?
Yeah.
The crossover.
So many layers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miami, man.
So wait, how did you and Caroline meet?
We were on each other's podcast. Acast connected us.
Our network
Got
connected
it.
And then it was
Got
just
it.
love at first sight.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm gonna find the video of me on the trampoline for you that made you pee your pants when we recorded your show.
Yeah.
Because the other day I was thinking about it and I was erasing stuff on my computer and I'm like, I have so many Zoom recordings. I'm like, I'm gonna find the clip of me on the.
I loved that.
And send it to you.
Jackie came on my show and the premise is like you bring a product that you love. And Jackie she brought like a product that like halfway through the episode, she's like, I never use it.
I gave up on it. The mini trampoline.
It was her mini trampoline, which actually I have now because I use it sometimes.
I gave it to Caroline because it was just sitting there.
I love it. But yeah,
it's a great workout if you're just not a lazy piece of shit like me. Yeah.
It's very rare I meet someone who's vibrating higher than I am. And Jackie Johnson is vibrating higher than I am. And most people.
And then, Caroline, are you also friends with Lizzie Molyneux?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because did we talk about this?
No.
I went to college with Wendy Molyneux.
Oh.
Yes.
I have known Lizzie's husband, Matt, for like 15 years.
Okay, and I had him on my show.
Let's talk about other people nobody else knows.
Well,
Jackie, do you hate not being the center of attention for 30 seconds?
Oh, Lizzie's husband, you mean the author of 2 Kisses for Daddy?
For Maddie.
No, remember I got the title wrong and you made fun of me?
Yes, I forgot about that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's the one.
And played by Kevin Hart. Typecasting.
Yes. So wait, how do you know? Sorry, one more second, Jackie. How do you know Matt?
We met in New York.
How's it going, Tony? How are you? How's Flo?
Matt Loughlin, who was on the show.
Good?
Yes, we met in New York in 2009. I honestly don't remember how. But we've remained friends all these years. I just went on like a long walk with him last week.
No.
Oh, nice.
Jackie's having Jackie. Do you need a minute? Do you want to sing a song or tell us a fun fact? But yes, I took Maddie, his 14-year-old, to Universal Studios last summer.
Oh, nice.
It was the 2 of us because, like, once again, it's hard to find someone who wants to go to a theme park like all day long and ride a ride like 24 times. But I was like, I know a 14-year-old who will do this with me. Yeah, they're great. They're great. Wendy's great. Lizzie's great.
Well, great.
And sorry, Jackie.
We're all great.
No one greater than you.
The one great thing is that I need to pee.
Well, I think it might be the end of the show.
Oh my goodness.
So I think we can allow you to pee.
And I'm going to search your bathroom.
She's gonna pee in your shower.
Maggots.
If you like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, please make sure you're subscribed. Leave us a nice comment. I am sitting in front of some printed out iTunes comments reviews of the week, which we will read on the next podcast.
I think you've been saying that for 2-3 months.
I mean, anytime now they're going to be read. So please get them in because
you want yours read, don't you?
You want yours read.
Yeah.
And the truth is we need another one. This
Jackie
is not a
Jackie
good
actually
assortment.
leaves all of them under different names so
Yeah.
that she can just hear someone reading. her
Yeah.
words.
So please.
That would be honestly really nice of me if I
That would
did
be so nice. Please do that, Jackie. Yeah, get those in. Tell your friends. Follow me on social media at Allison Rosen on Twitter and Instagram. I already mentioned Patreon. I'm on Cameo. Listen to my other podcast, Childish and Upworthy Weekly. Jackie, where might we find you?
I don't know how you get all that done.
All those podcasts.
I'm just, I can hardly do one show with a fucking baby.
You have a tiny baby,
and you have 2.
but they're older.
I guess. Anyway, I have a show called Attribute. Take a listen. It's really fun. We talk about lifestyle, beauty, comedy, and stuff like that. And I'm on Instagram, but I don't really get on much. Instagram's a mess. And
Really selling it.
I'm just gonna be cleaning up duty particles. If you need me, that's where I'll be. I'm trying to think if I have something else. I'm gonna be performing live again soon. Oh my god!
What happened to your one-woman show?
Listen. I've been working on it. It's hard.
It's hard because you have a baby that you gave birth to.
Well, yeah, I was going to try to get it up before I gave birth, and then I gave birth, and that was a lot harder than I thought. Postpartum was a lot harder than I thought, but I'm finally out of that funk. So it'll hopefully be coming soon.
Good. I can't wait.
But yes, I am. I will be performing live soon.
So it sounds like just stay tuned for Jackie.
Yeah, listen, nothing. I already spilled all my damn beans.
Yeah, go listen to the Friend Zone Patreon episode.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Do that.
Do
Caroline,
that.
how about you?
Yeah.
You can find me at G Thanks Just Bought It Pod on Instagram. We have new episodes out every Friday, unless I don't feel like doing one, and then I don't put one out.
That's nice.
Imagine that.
I live my 2022.
Don't they get mad at you because of your ads?
No one's ever said anything to me. Oh wow. My 2022 mantra was like, "What if I don't?" And sometimes I do that on Fridays. And
So mine is blowing.
No.
My,
No, that's a slippery slope.
oh my God.
it like used to be really painful for me, but now I'm like, it's self-care. Yeah. And so that's really, and G Thanks Just Bought It Pod on Instagram
I'm gonna
is usually where I
weaponize
am
this.
with my candle codes and other codes.
Caroline is a tastemaker. Everything she's recommended to me, I've absolutely loved. Her
Yes.
Facebook group is popping off. I'm
Yeah.
like a secret lurker. I read the threads and I buy everything secretly.
Where do we
she's
go for
created
this
a
Facebook
really
group?
wonderful community.
If you go into G Thanks Just Bought It Pod on Instagram and click the link in the bio, there is a little button that says join the Facebook community. You do have to answer a few questions. They are pretty easy because the Facebook group is called G Thanks Just Bought It with Caroline Moss. And then it asks you who hosts the podcast. Answers in the title. You would be surprised. A lot of people say, I don't know.
and you say, get out.
Which keeps me extremely humble. And then, yeah, it's really great. It's a great group. It's really fun. So
yeah.
I love it there. And I hope people come there as well to love it.
Wonderful. Daniel.
Oh, you can follow me at Elon Musk at twitter.com. You can follow, I don't know what's going on with the social these days.
No,
I
none
just
of
don't
us
know.
do.
So I don't know. Follow me on Instagram, Daniel Quantz. Sometimes I'll post stuff that's cute
Nice.
or interesting. I don't know.
Everyone should listen to our Monday episode this week because the response has been, well, 2 people, 3 people
Loved it.
loved it. And if you extrapolate, like at least
And for
6
every
people-
one person, I feel like that's about 10,000.
Someone said they
people.
were crying listening to it. So that's, I mean, it just was very, very, very like emotionally naked.
It wasn't
Ooh, I
that. It
wanna
was
read it. I
fine.
wanna hear it now.
Yeah. So I have to assume
It was funny. It was a fun.
It was funny, and then
wasn't
at the
super-
end, you know what? I'm making it sound way
It
more.
wasn't like super like heavy or anything.
No, but but I revealed like some pretty intense insecurities that I felt when we first met at the very end. Just one little one. I'm so all over the place. Wow. Tony, what about you?
Twitter and Instagram at
Tony Thaxton.
and Bizarre Albums every Tuesday. That's it.
We all have podcasts.
That's also a law
an
in LA.
epidemic.
Yeah. You guys, this was so much fun. Thank you so much. I loved every second of it. And I love the Doodie particles. I don't love that you're dealing with them, but I love that you
I hope
shared
they
them.
don't return, but guess who will be the first person I text
I
if
hope
they
it's
do?
me.
I hope I'm the
It's me.
second.
Yeah.
I'll do it on our thread.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
that's a great idea.
yeah.
Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go. Yeah, Allison Rosen is your new best